and today I'm here to do my August movie and TV show wrap up. I watched kind of a lot of movies this month, but that's mainly due to the fact that I had a Disney night with some friends earlier on in the month, and also the fact that for both my film class and my crime fiction class, I watch one movie every single week. So that definitely, you know, racks up the numbers, I guess is what I want to say. So I think altogether I watched 10 films and I only managed to finish one TV show, which is kind of a little bit sad, especially when you find out what the TV show is, because like it'll make sense why I finished it. So as always, first up I'm going to talk about the TV show that I finished this month, and that was Shadowhunters Season 2B. I finished this one obviously because it aired its finale this month, and oh my god, I loved it so much. Okay, I literally finished the episode, messaged my friend straight away and was like, Emily, I want to start my Shadowhunters reread. And she's like, no, Jenna, you have too much else going on. I was like, okay, yeah, you're right. But it didn't stop me from wanting to do it. I gave this one a 4 out of 5 stars, and can I just say that I love it. I know that a lot of people hate the show, they think that it's stupid, they don't enjoy it, but I love it. Oh, I don't know what it is about it. I think it's the fact that it is very different to the books, and it is low-key really like campy, but I absolutely love the show. I really do. It's the thing I look forward to the most. My Tuesday nights are empty and broken now that I can't watch Shadowhunters anymore. I am like low-key in love with Sebastian as well. I love him. I know that I shouldn't, but I do. But you all who know me know that I'm really a sucker for those bad boys, so it kind of makes a little bit of sense why I love him so much. But like, oh, I loved it so much. It was such a step up from even just season 2A, definitely a step up from season 1, and even just a step up from season 2A. It was so good. But I have to say that I think the inclusion of Sebastian had a lot to do with that, but you know, it's just one girl's opinion. So next up, I'm going to talk about all of the movies that I watched this month. So the first movie that I actually watched was for my film class, and that was Singin' in the Rain. I have never seen Singin' in the Rain before, which is a little bit A, shameful, and B, like, what? Who hasn't seen Singin' in the Rain? Actually, apparently a lot of people haven't seen it, so it wasn't just me, but I did feel really guilty. But it's okay because I've seen it, so it's all fine, it's all good. I gave this one a 4 out of 5 stars, and I really thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was such a cute little movie. The songs were really adorable, and also, can I just say, I knew a lot of the songs already. Like the Good Morning song, and I knew a little bit of Singin' in the Rain, but then there was one, and something about laughing, and I knew that song as well. So when I was watching it, I was like, oh my god, I know this, and I couldn't stop smiling when I was watching the movie because it was just so cute. I really loved it. I cannot express enough how much I really loved this movie. Next up was a rewatch, which I watched as part of my Disney night with my friends, and that was Moana. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. My rating has not changed from when I saw it originally. I will leave linked in the description box below my movie review of that one, so if you want to check out some of my full thoughts and watch me lip sync really badly, then I highly recommend that you check that one out. I then watched Mary Poppins with the same friends at the same Disney night, and I gave this one a 4 out of 5 stars. So Mary Poppins used to be one of my favorite films when I was a kid. I absolutely loved it. I don't know why I did, but I did. Like, it was one of my favorite films as a kid. But now that I'm older, I can see that, I don't know why. Okay, get this, right? You know how when you're a kid, you think that you wouldn't be able to sit through a 2-hour movie? As a child, I used to love that 2-hour movie because it never felt like 2 hours, whereas watching it this time with my friends, oh man, did it drag on. I mean, it's a great film, great story, incredible songs, everything about it is amazing. Julie Andrews, like, bravo, but it's just a really long movie. Despite its length, I still did really enjoy it, and yes, we did watch the sing-along version. Why wouldn't you watch the sing-along version? I then watched Annabelle Hooper and the Ghosts of Nantucket because I found out it was on Netflix, and I kind of squealed a little bit. It was funny though, because I started watching it and I Snapchatted my friend, and she Snapchatted me like 20 minutes later and was like, yep, I'm watching it too. I was like, okay, this is weird. So I was 20 minutes ahead of her. I ended up giving it a 3 out of 5 stars, and the whole reason why I watched it is because I am a huge fan of Bailey Madison and her films, and you know, she's in it, she's like the lead character, but I have to say, it's not one of her best movies, which is really sad because it's also her first like foray into producing. But yeah, it wasn't that good of a movie. It wasn't a bad movie, it just wasn't, there was nothing special about it. It was just one of those, you know, really standard films. Like, I guessed everything that was gonna happen, that sort of thing. I have to say though, Nantucket is gorgeous, and now I really want to go there. And apparently they're doing a sequel to this movie, or at least I think they are, because like the way it ended left it open for a sequel, and I'm like, I don't know if you should do a sequel because it wasn't that good of a movie, but I mean, you know, whatever. If you want to do a sequel, do a sequel. I will probably still watch it. Okay, so the next movie that I watched for my film class, right? It's called Breathless, but it's got a different title in French because it's a French film. I gave it 2 out of 5 stars, okay? It's terrible. It's not a good movie. We watched it because it's part of the French New Wave, which basically means that it's hell low budget, like so low budget that you can tell it's just, oh, hold on, what have I written here? I was not very much a fan of the characters, plot or style. Okay, no, when it comes to characters and plot, right, I was messaging my friends the entire way through the movie just being like, this just happened and now this just happened and why are characters so stupid? And basically that really hindered my love of the film because the characters were so stupid and I just couldn't get behind anything any of them did. Film was part of the French New Wave and as such was extremely low budget and just extremely not good. Yes, Jenna, it was extremely not good. I am just the most eloquent writer apparently. Next up, I was another rewatch and it's a movie that I haven't rewatched in many years, but it's one that I used to love when I was a kid. I mean, I say kid, but actually I was like 14 when this movie came out, so maybe I wasn't so much of a kid. And that is Race to Witch Mountain, which I gave 4 out of 5 stars. The whole reason why I watched it is because I bought the DVD because it was really cheap. It was like $9 or something and I was like, you know what, why not? I do love the film. I've always wanted to own it on DVD. So I bought it, watched it. I still love the characters. I still love the plot. It's all incredibly simple, but it's just so fun. It's such a fun little movie and they don't make movies like that anymore. So it was just something really fun and enjoyable to get to sit down and watch. Kind of turn off my brain and just enjoy something that's made for kids. Then because I was in the Carla Gugino and Dwayne Johnson kind of area already with Race to Witch Mountain, I then immediately decided to rewatch San Andreas, which I gave 4 out of 5 stars to. San Andreas is one of the only disaster films I've ever watched that I have actually enjoyed, which is saying a lot because I've watched quite a few disaster movies, but this one was just good. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. It's just a good film. It's got enough of the, you know, I mean, the science is a little bit unbelievable and you're just kind of supposed to take that with a grain of salt, but the actual characters and the storyline and mainly just the character development and the interacting between characters, pretty much everything to do with character was amazing in this movie and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Next up was another film that I watched for my film class and I feel really awkward rating it. Basically, it's a documentary called Grizzly Man and I gave it 1 out of 5 stars, but I feel so awkward doing so because the film is a documentary about this man who was living with grizzly bears and then one ate him. And it just sounds weird to say that I gave it 1 out of 5 stars because it's literally like this guy's life, but I didn't like it. It was just a badly put together documentary and it was not good. But again, I felt really bad like rating it 1 out of 5 stars because this guy literally died. I then watched The Maltese Falcon for my crime fiction and film class, which I gave 3 out of 4 stars to. Wow, no, 3 out of 5 stars to. The film was just okay for me, like it was nothing really to rave about. Again, it was sort of a foray into the hard-boiled detective fiction, so again, I kind of knew the formula. It was basically a film noir, which meant that it was, you know, good and enjoyable, but it also wasn't that good and enjoyable. The characters were really annoying in places though, and oh my god, I got so confused watching this movie. Like, I finished 2 weeks ago, I still don't know what it was about. I really don't. I finished it and I turned to my friends, I was like, does anyone actually know what we just watched? And they're like, nah, we got no clue. So that's fun. At least I don't have to do an assignment on it. I hate when you have to do assignments on things and you just don't understand the content. And then last up is a movie that I watched just last night at the cinema for its 30th anniversary screening, which is crazy, and that is Dirty Dancing, which I gave 4 out of 5 stars to. Once again, a little bit of shame here. This is the first time I'd ever seen Dirty Dancing, but not just me, my sister hadn't seen it either, and she's actually a dancer, so like she has more of a black mark on her list than I do. But it's one of those movies that everyone says that you should watch, and we did, and we loved it. It was a really good, cute little 80s film. You could so tell that it was an 80s film though, like, oh my goodness. I mean, not just like the costumes, but like the music and the fact that the plot was so simple. It basically just had one plot. Like, it had little inklings of other plots, but there were no massive like subplots or anything. It was literally just like this one plot, and I loved it. It was so easy to keep track of. It's a 2-hour film and it felt like it only went for like an hour, which I loved. But I'm really glad that I saw it. Although, someone could have warned me that the grandma from Gilmore Girls was the mum in it, because I saw her and I freaked out just like a little bit. So there you go, those are the 10 movies that I watched this month and the 1 TV show that I managed to finish. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comment section below if you have watched any of these movies and let me know what you think. I would love to know. Also, let me know your thoughts on Shadowhunters, because I know that I am very much in the minority here of people who actually thoroughly enjoyed the show. If you like this video, be sure to give it a huge thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a thing. Stay random. Bye.